Manali, Vora has joined us for the session to discuss on a really important topic, easy and quick tiffin recipes for kids. Before we begin, I want to give a quick general insight into BabyChakra, what our platform is all about. So BabyChakra has been an integral part of my pregnancy ever since my pregnancy, and in fact, ever since I have thought of pregnancy. And it is India's largest pregnancy and parenting platform. It is a step, one stop destination for pregnant women and expecting parents. We try to connect parents with experts who bring valuable information and research based information to all. On that note, I would like to kickstart our topic for today. We are going to have an informative discussion today on different recipes for kids. And we have an amazing lineup of guest speakers with us on board. Welcome Dr. Lata and Dr. Manali Vora. Thanks for joining us today and sparing some time to bring lots of useful and helpful information to our viewers and to me. So tiffin is very challenging, especially early morning hustle and then kids coming home with packed tiffin. It's always stressing. Mothers really want to find a quick and easy hack to work, for the best of food items for their kids. So please share some lights on best way to indulge, our kids into good eating habits and come home with empty tiffin, which is a task for all of us. Yes, Dr. Lata, we can start with you. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chauhan, Pediatric Nutritionist. I'm Director at Alpha Dental and Cosmetic.
Doctor, I wanted to ask you a few questions. So what proteins and nutrients should a child consume in a day, and how can we as a parent include that in a tiffin?
First thing, the child should be main focused on energy. Along with requirements, it should be full with the protein and vitamins like and calcium. They are important.
I think we have lost Dr. Lata. I think there's some network issue. Meanwhile, can we, Vora?
Yeah, sure.
Can we just, please introduce yourself, Doctor?
Yeah, so hi, I am a dietitian Manali Vora from Solidarity Nutritions. I'm a pediatric nutritionist and I put up in Mumbai and Allahabad. So hi Bhakti, how are you?
I am good, doctor. Thank you.
Come up with your question.
Yes, so there are a few questions, which we want to know. So what type of easy recipe, can be healthy for my child to just share to these, which are easy and quick, for kids?
Okay. So what basically we have found in kids is कि हम जो recipes या जो भी कुछ normal food भी बनाते हैं घर में, so kids always tend to retaliate. For example, if someone is cooking idli is a very common thing which we prepare, right? But kids are like कि हमेशा idli खाने से bore हो रहा है. So what we can do is we can cut out, into the small pieces and add vegetables to it. So something like mini veg idlis or a ragi uttapam or ragi multigrain chila or a whole wheat pizza can also be introduced in tiffins, which are fancy because kids these days try to grab and try to eat fancy foods. Whereas I know there are some schools who have restricted themselves ki roti sabzi hi lana hai, which becomes boring for kids. I mean, health wise it's good, but for kids it becomes boring daily roti sabzi khana. तो आप उसी को एज अ रोल, एज अ फ्रैंकी, एड सम मोर टॉपिंग्स टू योर सब्जी और ऑन द रोल, इस तरीके से फैंसी बनाकर अपने बच्चों के टिफिन में दे सकते हो, so that the kid feels कि रोज रोटी सब्जी मैं टिफिन में नहीं खा रहा. That's the thing. And plus, if your kid is fond of eating, some fried food or something, you can replace it with baked ones, like जैसे मठरी वगैरह होता है हमारे इंडियन फैमिलीज में. So you can, replace it with baked oats puri or something like that, or beetroot rice. कभी अगर आप rice देना चाहते हो बच्चों को, तो you can, add on the beetroots, because kids generally don't tend to eat beetroots. What I found in my practice also. So उससे आप उसका पल्प करके राइस में थोड़ा तड़का लगा के घी का इस तरीके से दे सकते हो. There are many ways, innovative ways, where you can, fill up the child tiffin. And plus the major benefit is कि आप घर में जो ingredients day to day use करते हो उसी को use कर सकते हो. You don't have to actually buy expensive stuff and, fulfill their demands.
Correct. And doctor, how to pack, kids' tiffin? Like, what should be in it? Like, do you think we should give 2-3 options, or like how does it? Of course, you just mentioned that it has to look fancy, but you
Yeah.
think we should give them more options, like 2-3 options. कि चलो ये भी खा लिया, ये भी मतलब if not this then ये खा लिया, if not this then ये खा लिया.
Yeah. So what happens is you have to plan the whole tiffin. I mean the whole ये इनका जो रिसेस पीरियड होता है 7 days या 6 days का, वो पहले ही प्लान करके एक मेन्यू बना लेना है. बच्चों को दिखाना है कि 7 days I'm gonna do this for you. So when they see that the mom and dad are putting special efforts, कि वो उन्हीं के लिए ये कर रहे हैं, तो एक पर्सनल टच आता है. सेकेंडली, आप उनको जब ऑप्शंस देते हो तो उन्हें लगता है कि ओके, जो मुझे खाना है वही मुझे मिल रहा है. थर्डली क्या होता है, देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ कंपटीशन बिटवीन किड्स इन स्कूल, कि किसी का टिफिन मुझे ज्यादा पसंद है, उसकी मॉम ये दे रही है, आप मुझे ये कभी नहीं देते. ठीक है, ये चीज होती है बच्चों में. सो यू हैव टू आस्क कि ओके, आपने आपके फ्रेंड के टिफिन से ये खाया, तो आपको ये क्यों पसंद आया, उसमें ऐसा क्या था. पीपल, kids have this special liking towards particular kind of food. तो आप ये उन्हें पूछ कर उनकी जो पसंदीदा ऑप्शंस है उसमें से कुछ क्रिएट करके दे सकते हैं. Plus, you can also, there are many other ways where you can, have this coordination in a better way, where you can ask the kid to actually participate in making the food. For example, if you are making a sandwich, तो आप बच्चों को बोल सकते हो कि okay, which veggies you want to add, make a list. Okay, so likewise, you can also teach your kids how to cook food, in a way. And you can also add some quick love notes or some comic stickers or something on the lunchbox, which makes it more attractive. Plus, as I said, कि color is more important. आप हर तरीके का food group add कीजिए. And कोई ऐसा particular food है जो आपके बच्चे को नहीं पसंद. For example, mostly अगर चीला बना है बच्चे को नहीं पसंद आता, तो आपको पता है ये पसंद नहीं, तो आप कुछ ऐसा ऐड कर दो जो उसे पसंद है. Okay, and never do a barter system with your kid कि अगर आप खाकर आए तो I'll take you to the so and so movie, I'll give you a chocolate or something, because वो बच्चों को आदत पड़ जाती है उसी तरीके के barter की. So never do a barter. Yes, give them options, ask them to help you in kitchen, and practice what you preach. अगर leftover है तो उन्हें चिल्लाइए मत, say कि ये leftover है, okay, आपको आके खाना, because you cannot waste your food. This is how you teach a child to be ethical also, and morally also it's right, not waste food. Yeah.
Right. Also, doctor, I wanted to check with you. You just mentioned about using puree in the food, like beetroot puree and all. So you think it is healthy version, or we should go for grated, or probably like I don't know. I'm just checking with you since you are the right.
Sorry to interrupt, Bhakti, you're not audible much.
Okay, am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, doctor, that you just mentioned about using puree form, for some vegetables like beetroot or palak. So
Yeah.
you think that is healthy? The nutritional value, does it come down when we do a puree form, or
Okay.
it remains the same?
Okay. So overcooking any vegetable will harm nutritional value. So just blanching the, or beetroot को थोड़ा सा blanch करके आप उसकी प्योरी कर लो, so there is no problem. Plus, do not strain any vegetable, after cooking. Straining removes all the fiber content. So yeah, if you don't strain and if you cook it properly, the nutritional value doesn't affect much.
Okay. Thank you so much, doctor, for your valuable insights. Now, can we start with Dr. Hemlata Chauhan? We just missed you in
Yeah,
between.
sure.
So yeah. So Doctor,
Sorry for that.
I had some questions for you too. So my
Mm-hmm.
first question is, what proteins and nutrients should a child consume in a day, and how can a parent include that in a tiffin?
Earlier I was talking about अपने को first the main ingredient we need to take is energy, energy for their daily activities. Up vitamin minerals and vitamin minerals, iron and calcium, as they are very important for. Then how can they continue include that by adding like by giving like adding palak with in that will be called पौष्टिक रोटी, then paneer bhurji with दूध वाली रोटी, like कि paneer bhurji by full of like onion and tomato and mild spices in that, cook it, serve that with दूध वाली रोटी. Just
Doctor, sorry to interrupt. We are not able to hear you
yeah.
clearly. We are missing a few
Mm-hmm.
words in between. Yeah.
Let me repeat it. Like first being food, then the protein, and the in also be in part of food, especially uh, calcium and iron, as they are very child. Am I audible clearly?
Not clearly, but yes, we can understand in bits and pieces.
I'm really sorry for the connection right now. I don't think right now. Anyways, I continue. Then quick recipes for the parents, so they can include first like a pौष्टिक roti we can add in that. We atta we make for rotis is used for uh, palak also in that. So iron source with uh, in form we can give them paneer bhurji, like the batter we prepare for include milk, and the paneer bhurji we use. So that will also complete and protein and calcium as well. We can incorporate the nutrients.
Okay. Okay. So, doctor, my second question is, as a parent, the biggest concern is whether the child will eat the food or not, whatever we are giving in the tiffin. So, how can we make the tiffin time very exciting for kids?
For this, make the food for child, they like colorful things, so we can add colors in food. Like we can make carrot paratha also. Carrot paratha as very will be colorful. Then we can add variety to the food by adding cooking cutters, by food variety and colors also. And for the food they don't eat, like if food in form of raw form, then we form like by boiling or by mixing with other food, cutlet out of it. Of even if other example I can give, child is not, so we can give other products like paneer, that we can add the source of calcium.
Right, right. Um, so now, in my case, doctor, my son doesn't like to eat fruits. He doesn't like to touch liquid form of food. So if it is milk or soup or juice. So when we travel, it's a bit difficult for us. In India it's fine, but when we plan to travel abroad, we majorly rely on fruits. Because I am a vegetarian, so it's a good resort for me. तो ऐसे वक्त में क्या करें हम, जब बच्चा लिक्विड फॉर्म टच ही नहीं करना चाहता है, वो लिक्विड कोई भी चीजें आती है वो भाग जाता है. कोकोनट वाटर आल्सो डजंट हैव.
So what in a form of frozen food, like we can, or like if watermelon is there, so those it in a form of ice cream, like popsicle we can use to child, so they will have him also and fruit nutrition also.
This is a very great idea. Thank you so much, doctor. Thank you. Also, we have a few questions from the audience as well for you doctors. Any of you can answer. So, first question is that my child doesn't eat properly in school. Should I be worried about it?
Can you repeat the question?
The question is, my child doesn't eat properly in school. Should I be worried about it?
I would like to answer this question. So, if your child doesn't eat properly, first you need to connect with the child, and you should be able to mold your parenting styles as well, because it's not always that the kid is responsible for this. Okay, so you need to understand on what basis the child is retaliating on the food that you're giving. So, for example, if you're a Gujarati, so it's important कि आपका जो भी cuisine है, like ढोकला or whatever, जो हेल्दी है वो आपका बच्चा खाए. या सो आप अगर जब वो खाते हो तो यू कैन ऑलवेज इम्बाइब कि हाँ मैं थोड़ा खा रही हूँ तो आप भी उसे टेस्ट करो. या सो दिस इज हाउ यू इम्बाइब दिस habits, because you have the same genetic, right? So it's important to have the staple food, staple cuisine, whatever you have. And yes, after understanding why your kid is evaluating the food that you're giving, you can various methods, as I said, that you can try out. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर उसे किसी और का खाना अच्छा लग रहा है तो वो क्यों अच्छा लग रहा है, उसमें ऐसा क्या है जो आप नहीं दे रहे अपने बच्चों को. अगर आपके बच्चों को स्वीट्स खाने की आदत है, सो यू कैन इजीली एड ऑन फ्रूट्स, fruit nut like banana nut pancake or anything which is great on taste and health wise as well. Such things you can add, so that, and by trial and error, you can come to know what's actually wrong with your kid, and then you can change the process.
Okay, Dr. Hemlata, would you also like to answer the same question?
Yes, we need to consider like and we don't need to force. If a child is not, just switch it and make it more colorful, and give like earlier I talk about the variety of colors and shape to a food can also give part in the food, so child will be more, and just always listening of a child, like what food he should have. Sometimes child should also know why he needs.
Right,
Parents should
correct.
talk with the child basically.
Right. Communication is very important. Got it. Moving to our second question. Does following a weekly menu really help? This was already addressed by Dr. Manali Vora. She did mention about this. But, how efficient it is, in making a weekly menu. And what do you think about involving the child, in making the menu, like, giving their inputs? Well, what do you think about it?
Can I answer that?
Yes, please. Doctor.
Yeah, sure. So basically, first menu for the week, child in that you ask them to eat in what form they want or what food, so you can incorporate them in food. Also, not like they will not complete their food; they will become lunch fully.
True.
That's how we
you,
can
Manali?
incorporate.
Got it. How about you, Dr. Manali Vora? Please share some
Yeah,
light
as I
on this
earlier
question.
explained this answer, I mean, the answer to this question. One more thing I would like to add here is planning a menu also helps the parents to save a lot of time, because these days everyone is working and they barely have time to cook for their own selves as well. So amidst all this chaos, when you want to give really healthy food and not an outside food to your kids, it becomes important to plan it. Plus, when you involve the kid into the planning, उससे भी ये कहता है कि हाँ मैंने जो बोला वो मेरे मॉम डैडी या मेरे पेरेंट्स मुझे दे रहे हैं. So the chance of retaliation towards the food that you give becomes very less. Plus, involving the child into, cooking the food actually to some extent also inculcates the habit of cooking, right? छोटी छोटी चीजें आप बच्चों को बता सकते हो, how to cut out the veggies, like even if you don't give the knife, I mean that's okay, but then they should know which shape you're cutting into, and with, for example, if you're giving parathas twice a week, so there's a chance that child might decide कि हफ्ते में 2 दिन मैं पराठा क्यों खा रहा हूँ, तो आप अगर स्टफिंग अलग अलग करके दे रहे हो, तो you can also put a note on the tiffin, okay, what is guess the stuffing. If you guess the stuffing, you have a surprise. So surprise means you can give again a small piece of chocolate or something where which your child likes. So this is how you interact and communicate with your child knowingly, unknowingly. उन्हें पता भी नहीं लगेगा कि you are trying something new with them. Okay, and also it's important to change the tiffin boxes, and the thing which you asked before also कि how we can help more to uh, more where child can adapt into the food that you're giving. We can also जैसे कहा कि आपका बच्चा liquid नहीं लेता. Okay, so as Hima said, popsicles and all is a great option, but again I would like to put up की printed bottles जो होती है, like natural bottles, then bottles आती हैं आजकल, तो ऐसी bottles भी अगर आप use करते हो, it adds on nutrition to the liquid that you're giving. Plus, it also, feels like the child feels ये कुछ fancy है. So these all or fancy napkins or something can always try to, so that your child can adapt with food also.
Right. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for joining us today. The tips you've provided us are very helpful, and I'm sure all the moms and dads will find them useful too. With that, we come to the end of a live session, and just the takeaway, what we learned, from this session is make your food colorful for your child, make it look attractive, involve them in the planning, and involve them in the kitchen also in the process, so that there are less rejection of food. And with this, thank you so much to our wonderful viewers also who joined us today, and thank you experts for sharing us so many helpful pointers with us. It is very helpful for us. Thank you so much, and do keep following us on BabyChakra, and stay tuned for more helpful parenting tips and videos. And I am a content creator myself, and I blog on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Pinterest. And so you guys can also follow me on the same handle. It is Bhakti Kotrani. It's under my name. And I also share a lot of healthy recipes, quick recipes, which is kind of similar to what doctors have advised us today. I try to make my food quite colorful and stuffs. So yes, if possible, do follow me on all these social media handles. Thank you so much.